Right. That'll be messy. Okay. Scalpel. Scalpel. Ooh. Hello, not quite a Pilot 51. Zzz. Yeah, this is the Hero... Not 127. That's Hero 616. There we go. If you know Chinese, you can read it. I cannot. We're going to work just with... Pick a color. Brown, because there's one more. I mean, wine. I don't feel as awful as I thought. Okay. Right. Yeah. Subtle. Real subtle. Yep. I mean, cheap and plasticky feeling is... Ooh, good lord. That nib is god awful. Jesus. Oh, that is so unpleasant. Alright. What else have we got? Aromatic converter. Right. No, it's sealed. Yeah, it's glued together. Alright. Can it be eye dropped? Yes, it can. It can be eye dropped. So, if you get one of those, you can just chop that off. Throw this away, obviously. There you go, for all the LCD folks. And, yeah, just fill the thing with ink. Should be just fine, but, as I said, well, the first thing I do is handle it for a bit. Ah, there's the paper. Good lord. I'll definitely need to do something about the nib. Up and down strokes are fine. That's awful. That's... Going to the left is fine. Going to the right is just so unpleasant. Good lord. Hold on, I'll have a... I have a loop. There we go. So we can have a look at the... nib. What's so bad about... Oh, it looks misaligned. Isn't that funny? And it's... How weirdly is that ground? These look fine, but that's... Really... See how far they are. Come on. There you go. Really far away from each other. There's the left side. And the right side. But the top really says it all. Yep, alright. Refocus. There we go. All of these, I actually bought all of those for... How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 of them? I got all those for practice my grinding abilities. Because I found grinding the nibs quite pleasant. and useful. So before I ink them up, I'll try to... I've heard this is quite useless, but I want to try first. I want to... It's not doing much. I guess it's soaking up some water. How much? Wow, it's filled up to here with water. I guess for ink it's not great, but depends how much you use, really. By the way, the 51 is pretty interesting pen. I should... Is it leaking? Again, filled up till here. The Parker 51 is pretty interesting. You should look up the history of it, because it's... Yeah, get it nice and clean. Problem with this is I can't use the bulb syringe, which I usually go for, because there's still quite a lot of water that I just won't be able to get out, which would annoy the hell out of me. Yeah, this is not the right pen to do this kind of video. I guess you're not supposed to wash those at all, but I don't know. I would... Is it just pushed on? Can I pull it off? Please don't be glued. Yes, you're glued. Alright, it's glued. Do I have to write all the waters from here? Seriously though, when you get this pen, are you supposed to just ink it up? That is not a good thing to do at first. You know what? I think I'll chop it off. I don't know how it's built inside. Yeah. Alright, I'll need to chop it off, because then... So I can rinse it properly. Because this would... I would not be happy with it. How much have we got left? Nothing. There we go. Plastic tube inside. It's hard. It's a hard plastic. Unexpected. And now we can work with it like as if it was a standard pen. So we can get a bulb syringe. I got this in a convenience store for £1. £1 British pound. And if you get cartridge converter pen, you can just... It fits right into the end, and you can flush it perfectly with it. I'm just using... No, that doesn't work. Why? There we go. I just squeezed it to let the air out, and now I'm waiting for the pen to soak as much as it can. I just let it to fill up. Right? Now it's full of water. And it goes back in. There we go. Now is the point I would consider the pen usable. Of course, when it's dry. So I would give it... Ooh, naughty. I would give it a good couple hours to dry out. And then try to ink it up and see how it writes. But the first thing I do is I always try the pen on it with no ink on first, just to see how... It's even sharp? It feels sharp. Really sharp. Wow. Yep, so no fear. Your friend Spider-Man, etc., etc. Yes, a nail file. And another nail file. I will put that here. And... well, just try to polish it first. Okay, nothing major, but with most pens this would be just about enough. There's almost no pressure on the that's emery paper, by the way. You see, it's quite a bit better. But something I would still call far from pleasant. So I'll need to make a shape here. And I use a metal file because it can survive it. So I'm going for a stub. So we'll grind the top off, and then the top and bottom of the nib. So we go this way, completely flat, then completely flat from the top, completely flat from the bottom, and then we'll see. Oh, cover your ears. Oof. Okay. Right, okay. Well, let's have a look. See that? It's perfectly straight. Now, I'm only grinding from one side, alright? Only going... the nib is facing me, alright? This is how I would write, I mean, this. So, this is how I tilt the pen, and I grind this way. Away from me when the nib is facing me. A better example. Better example would be something with a not hooded nib, so you can see it. So if I wanted to grind this one, which I probably will, that's the Wing Sung 3001, and so I hold the pen like this, and down, etc. Also, you want to hold the nib so you don't bend it. But when the nib is hooded, it's nothing to worry about. Now, writing with this would be impossible. And you can feel this side is quite soft. The upper side is awful. Because if you grind like this, then the nib gets slightly tapered to the upwards. But nobody writes upwards, right? Nobody writes the pen upside down, except if you are a maniac, and I don't regret saying that. Right, now we insulted everybody. Yeah, the nib is horribly misaligned. Oh well. At least it's straight, kind of. Right, now we're going to work on the bottom side. And again, I'm keeping the pen perfectly flat. Right? Perfectly flat. And I'm making just few moves. And always inspecting what I do. Because at first there is no real difference. And then you might do something that you'll regret. So it's always better to check your work. Now we flip the pen, because now there's pretty rough edge here. Flip the pen over and do the top side. Again, perfectly flat, as flat as you can do it. Granted, I'm not doing this every time I get a pen. It's just when the pen is good awful, as this one is. I wonder if they're all like that. Okay. Let's have a look. Right this close. Let's put this away. Let's put my hand here. Is that going to make it any better? I don't think so. What about this? It might. Alright. Can you see it being kind of flat from the side? Now I want to make it completely flat. Ooh, that is not flat. That should be straight cut. And from the other side, from the left. Man, this is hard. Right, okay. Let's go back to the grinding wheel. Grinding nail. Grinding file. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, that will do. Okay. I know you can't see it, but I can. So, sorry. This isn't for you. A disclaimer, I'm not a professional meister. If you follow this on your £1,000 Mont Blanc, I'm not taking responsibility. Alright, that looks better. That looks flat. From the side. Kind of better-ish. Bottom. Looks fine. Yeah, I'd say it's success, sort of. Right, now I'll get a scalpel, the blade face upwards, and I'll go through between the fins and like this. Why? To get all the mess that would be inside. Between them, that would block the ink flow. To get that out. Now, no matter what I do, I will tear the paper. So let's get my favorite ink. Oh, light. Yes, this is a Hero. Hero washable blue. Whoops. And let it open, because that's how daring I am. Right. A thick line. And thin lines. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? Oh, you can't see it, can you? Let's use my optical zoom. Wow. Alright, focus. Nope, focus. Nope, focus. And better. Try again. Nope. There you go. Alright, let's go here. Downstroke. No pressure. No pressure. No pressure whatsoever. It's horribly grindy, but I don't care for that. Not now. To the right. To the right. To the left. Oof. To the left. To the left. To the left. And we get, what's it called? Stub. Yeah, it's pretty good stub, I would say. If I say so myself. There we go. So, that's good. Let's put this aside. Not dripping anywhere. Now, we need to go to this guy, because it works fine, but as soon as I try to push, or, well, when I do anything, it's gonna be horrible, because we have 90-degree angles in the... It looks like this now. So here's the hood. That's what the nib looks like. You can't write like that. And if you can, all the power to you. Still a bit of ink. We can use that as a lubrication. And I'll go, what were the steps? I think I'll go just circles. I'm doing circles and slightly yawing. I think yawing is the right term. Slightly yawing the pen. This is getting quite pleasant, surprising. Right, from the left side, I'll go I'll go push and slowly straighten up, okay? So you smooth the edge a little bit, just a little bit, because it would be really hard to actually write with. And then there's this edge. Now we'd like to do... You can't really see how I'm tilting the hand, can you? Now we have this edge is relatively fine. We'll still work on that. Now this edge is relatively fine, but we want the between edge. So I'll tilt the pen again the way I would hold it, probably, or somebody. And slide yaw just a little bit, no pressure. Okay? It doesn't matter that I don't see what I draw, because I just want to get the feel of the paper. That's the only thing I care for. Alright, it's very unpleasant, but this is fine, see? This edge, the flat edge is just fine. If I tilt the pen left, it's getting a little worse. So I'll do, again, no pressure. Just like that. There we go, still yawing the pen in the same way. And it's getting quite pleasant. Alright. Now I'd like to get the loop again and check the sides if we can. Can I do it like this? And this. If I can lean my hand on it, not to make it shake so horribly. I just want to compare the edges. So the left one, the left fin is the one we smoothed. From the top they look the same. Now the left is on the right. See how relatively smooth that is? That's what you want when you do a stub. This way. You see, it's not exactly flat. We're talking about this side. It's not very straight. It's not very round. It's just so it doesn't grip the paper. And now comparison with this side is jagged and horrible. Alright, so we'll do that side next. Alright. Up you go. Focus. Is it focused? There we go. Now. Okay, now do that side. Again, no pressure, just a little, just touching the stone, just like that. Okay. It's funny because when you draw, you can actually feel the flat side, and that's kind of funny. Okay, first one. Let's go for the second, just to make it a little bit more. Again, no pressure. Alright. Ouch. Now what I'm doing is I pull downstrokes to every possible direction on every possible yaw of the... Is that the word? I don't know. On every possible angle. So if the flat side of the nib is going a little bit this way or a little bit this way, depending on how you hold the pen. You still want to keep it, if not pleasant, then not irritating. Alright, circles are good because circles will... there's every direction in it. Now, right, if I change the angle from very low, if I change the angle from low to slightly higher, it's getting caught up on the paper. Which I can feel, definitely. This is fine, this is fine, this is fine. This is all fine. On a higher angle, this needs to work. So, we're doing this. The same thing again, just the same. No pressure. Okay, it's getting better. Yeah, I'm not destroying any rhodia or anything like that. It's just wow. Okay, now the really steep angle has to be at least a little, because I know some people hold the pen like that. One guy at work holds the pen like this, and he's like, "Oh, it feels bad." Yeah, they're not. Vast majority of pens are ground to 45 degrees, so that's this. Literally, if you hold the pen like this, that's how it's ground. If you hold it a bit higher, so the angle is lower, you still might be lucky. But if you hold it like a ballpoint, this is how I hold a ballpoint because it's so painful and annoying, then you get a horrible experience because nobody expects you to write this way. And if you are, please change. For your own good. We know you suffer. You don't need to. It's not necessary. Alright. I would call that nearly pleasant. Alright, let's have a look. Let's go down. Down, 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 down. There we go. Now, where is the focal point? All the way here. Alright, that looks like a stop. That looks like a stop. From the side. Yep. You wouldn't do calligraphy with this because the cross strokes are would be quite wide. But for daily writing, this should be just fine. I like to keep pens as daily writers. Yeah, the angles aren't quite the same. I'm not sure if that is a problem. But I like it. I'm happy with it. And since I'm the one who's gonna be using it, then... Alright. Now a stub will be always more grippy than your regular point because, you know, it's a stub. That feels nice. Feels okay. Okay, let's do the business of removing whatever's inside. Got my cloth. Super cloth. Very special. A towel. Quick rinse in the water. Wipe it off. There's still some left, some ink left, but okay, that's fine. Oh, you wanna see how it does, don't you? Let's use this. And I'll do the writing sample. Did I mention what it is? This is the Hero 616. We did mention that. Alright. This is still not... Okay. Wow. No ink. Let's soak for a bit. Just a little bit. I know it can trip all over any minute. Just over the lazy dog. That is really broad. What have I done to it? This is shite. Good lord. I did not help that nib. Oof. That's better. There we go. Okay, so we need... How do we make it nice? No, it's fine. Why was it not fine on the other paper? How did I do this? If I go straight across. Still feels awful. Oh, my paper fell. Still feels awful. That's just okay-ish. That's okay. That's okay. In pretty much all the directions. This is still not great. And this is pretty good. Alright. So What was not? This. Same angle of the pen. Still not pressure. That's better. I don't know why it scratches, but it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like it's scratchy. Okay, it does. Yeah, it's getting paper stuck into it. Alright. A little bit of water. Wipe it off. I feel like the nib is catching on something. Oh, on the paper. Duh. Okay, come back to this. And completely flat again. And are we good to go? Oh, nice. Okay, so okay, let's try again. Let's try again. You know what? I got a notepad. Let's use that. Let it soak for a second. Oof. There we go. Can you hear that? Big difference. Now again, I'm yawing the pen a little, just to get over all those different positions that people might have it. Yep. Okay. Second in the ink. Does it look like? Does it look like a stub? Yeah, it does. Kind of does. I'm just not used to write with. You know what? I like it. Is this weird? Does it do the... It kind of does. Okay, still a little bit like this. Oh, we're making a beautiful picture. Whoa. No worries, nothing happened to the pen. It's just the paper. Oof. Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's do just a little bit on here. And the other way. Okay. Alright. Is it sharp anywhere else now? The top, obviously. Do I care for the top? Not quite. Nobody's using the top. full of grime. Slightly better. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. And if you are Chinese, not only you can read what this says, but your country is cool because that's how capitalism works. So thanks for that. Right, let's just try it on the paper again. Yep. Yep, it's fine. I like it. I like it, and that's how I'll keep it. My friend asked for a pen to try engraving on. I think I might give him this. Can get some silicone grease in here to seal it up. Seal it up. Yep, can be a dropper. There we go. Yep, not bad. Nope. Yes. Bye.